What do you think some of the most challenging times were?
Buying the nursing home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was tough. That was one. And let's see. And I opened an antique shop.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I opened an antique shop on Whaley Avenue. On, you know
New
where
Haven,
Whaley
yeah.
Avenue is, okay? I opened up an antique shop because I wanted to make money. I always wanted to make money. Always. And Grandpa was not a businessman. He was more creative. Grandpa was very, very creative. He made a horse that your mother took to the Kennedy School for Children.
Yeah.
You know, they have handicapped children, and that one of his horses is there. And I remember him making creches. You know what a creche is? The Catholic creche, the little stable. And he made those, and he made them for the family, and we took them to Grant's because I wanted him to get into business. I wanted money, and Grant, that was like a Woolworths years ago. They wanted 5,000 of them. I mean, we weren't geared to make 5,000. He used to work downstairs in his basement.
Right.
So anyway, I went in to have a lamp fixed, and the woman, where I had my lamp fixed, Uncle Paul has the lamp. It's in the living room, where I was, in my living room down there. And she had beautiful antiques all around, dishes and this, tobacco pots that men used to put their tobacco in. And I loved the place, and I said, "Oh, I love all your stuff here." She said, "Why don't you take over the antiques?" she said, because I was so crazy about the place. She said, "And I'll run the lamp shop." And I said, "I can't do that." I said, "I have 4 children. How am I going to, how could I? Couldn't
Right.
afford anything." She said, I'll sell the antiques during the day, and then you could come at night, and if anybody comes in and wants to buy a lamp, you could sell them the lamp. No, that's it, just honesty. That's what I did.
Huh.
That's what I did. So little by little, I'd go and you get dealers, antique dealers, and they would come in. I sold some gorgeous antiques.
Oh my God.
When I tell you gorgeous, as a matter of fact, I'll show you something that I gave to your mother and she gave to Jody. Twig has, and Paul have a lot of the things because I took. This is English, and it's called a Tantalus set. You know what a Tantalus set is? That's what they're called. And you put liquor in there.
Oh, really?
See?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's one of them. And there's other things. Anyway, there's a lot of old things there on the shelf. But I sold some beautiful things. So because the dealers get to know you, and they know what you like.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So Grandpa and I used to do shows. He would take care of the children. I would bring Jody and Regis with me. They were young, 12 years old. They were young. And so I would take the girls with me, and he'd stay home with the boys. And we began to get into furniture. And the furniture was good, too. But what happened was, I had some of the dealers, we became very good friends.
Yeah.
And so one of the dealers said to me, "Hey, Fran, your lady in the lamp shop," she said, she's bringing in antiques and selling them, and you don't know it. So, because I had a contract, I'd gone to a lawyer. I said, "You gotta be kidding."
Oh my gosh.
She said, "No, I'm going to tell you this, then I'm going to shut up because I'm getting winded." And so, anyway, so I confronted her, and her name was Blosverin. I forget her first name. Her last name was Blosverin. I said, "I understand, blah, 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 and stuff." And I told her who had reported her to me, and I said, "So I want out." So I went to a lawyer, that was it. So,
Wow.
so I terminated. So I gave up the antique shop. We were just beginning to make some extra money. The thing with an antique shop, Megan, is that if you make $100, you've got to take that $100 and reinvest it. Mm-hmm. Do you know? So you can build up.
Yeah.
It isn't where you could say, "Oh, I made $100. I could save it or spend it."
Right.
You know, because the next thing they come in with beautiful stuff and you want it. You know.